Merv. Oh man, I'm so sorry. It's just been a very hectic day, week, and so we're doing adventures in 40K with Maddog Merv live today. How about that? But I've got a lot going on with my Warhammer stuff, so let's get started. Um, so I sorry that I didn't announce we were doing a live. It just kind of fell together this way. I just got through not too long ago with my grandson, who is the one that does the Warhammer figures with us. My son and myself, but my grandson was graduating today from boot camp, and so he is now a sailor, and I needed to be there for that. So that took up a lot more time than I thought. You know, plans changed. So today we're going to be looking at some of my Black Templars and just where I'm at with that and kind of what the direction is I'm going. So I'm going to turn the camera around here. At least I'm going to try. And we'll show you kind of what's going on with the Templars, okay? So recently I picked up Chaplain Grimaldus and his retinue. And let's see, where is Grimaldus? Oh, here he is. Okay, so obviously he's not close to finished, but you can see, you know, where this is at. Pretty cool though. I did buy an upgrade set that I can change out his book if I want to. I'm just not sure if I'm going to, but this is where I'm at with Grimaldus and his minions, as I call them. So we've got this guy here hauling around an old relic, piece of some temple that fell, and this was pretty easy. I just gave it a coat of I want to say Wraithbone is what I sprayed it originally, and then went over it with that Rust Effects by AK, and that's pretty much where that's at. I haven't even highlighted and dry brushed it yet, so that's not looking too bad. Decided to go with olive drab for the pants on the I can't remember what he's called now, but the server, not server, but anyway, yeah, I kind of got the base skin tone blocked in again with the wash of the rust, and now I've got to, of course, finish his face. So, but I'll talk about these bases that he's on here in just a minute. So we've got him, and then we got this one with the candles that gonna have to straighten that one up, but holding this, I just call it a collection plate, and got the candles in it. Obviously we're gonna have to do something back here. I've got the base coat for the I guess it's a lantern, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but anyway, I've got the base coat in, and I've got to finish my effect there. But you can see he's at least assembled and he's on a base. And then the final in this set is this dude here. Now, I've been wanting to put this, since I built this hero base, I've been wanting to put something on it, but finding the right thing was just, so far haven't found the right thing. Well, he fits perfect. Figured, yeah, he climbed up there, he's got the standard for Grimaldus, and he's gonna stand up there and hold that. Obviously have all this painting to do, finish the flag, you know, a lot of work to do on him, but this is where he's at. That's actually kind of a cool base for him. So these guys, I wanted them to be in kind of, say, a ruined temple area, if you will. That's why the marble bases and the altar here. So that's kind of the theme I'm going for. I picked up an Emperor's Champion a while back. Again, he's not finished, but he's, you know, getting there. And I've been wondering what to do with this base. And this was easy, just one color and then, you know, a bunch of wash and dry brush. So it turned out pretty good. But I thought he fits on that base pretty well. I've still got to, of course, fix his where he's standing and whatnot, but you get the idea. I think that base is going to work out okay for him. At least I hope. So we got him. Then we picked up the what's it called? Judiciary, not the Judicator, the Judiciary, whatever he's called. He's closer to being finished. I got his eyes in there, but I've got some washes to do on him. I decided to go with Zigvald Burgundy for the cloak on him. Thought that was much more sinister looking. And I gave him some pauldrons here. This shoulder pad is from that Blood Angels 3D printed set that I got. But there's nothing real Blood Angel about it. So I thought, this will look kind of cool on him. I've done most of his flag or banner that he's got. And you see the little writing on there. That's a decal. And then, of course, the other stuff, that's a decal as well. So I've got a ways to go on him. But this is where my Judiciary is at. Yeah, kind of neat. Okay. So you can kind of see where I'm at with the rest of these guys on my own Combat Patrol that I'm building. Now, I do have the Combat Patrol box that just came out. We might take a look at that on another episode. But sufficient to say I've pretty much got everything that's in that set somewhere. Somewhere. But you can never have enough Black Templars, So a while back I had told you guys that I had picked up a couple of Captains in Terminator armor. And this one was already primed black, which worked out fine for me. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him yet. He might be an Imperial Fist, we'll see. But so I picked up 2 of him, 17 Intercessors, and these 2 characters here, all for $60. And check this guy out. Isn't that awesome? He's going to make a great Templar. Just saying. I am going to want to... actually, I'm probably going to keep that on there. That pauldron. But, yeah, isn't he cool? I mean, that's, what, a $35, $40 figure just by himself, so... but he's going to be a Templar. And this character here, well, we'll make him into a Templar as well. So, doing some conversions here and there and taking some of these really, neat figures. I like the Templars. I like the tabards. I like the cloaks. The black with the red trim. I really like that. Now, one thing on this Emperor's Champion, this is a decal here, but on the Emperor's Champion it shows as having white, the white and black pauldrons. And I thought, well, if he's an Emperor's Champion, wouldn't he be a what do you call it, a veteran? I mean, don't you think? So that's why I gave him the black and red. So mine's pretty much the only one you're going to see that's that way. The rest are all the way they're supposed to be, which is black and white. So, yeah. Anyway, now on the bases, a while back you guys saw that I had done these marble bases, this kind of a green with the white, and they turned out pretty good, not too bad. But thought for these guys I'm going to do something new. So I did a dark gray base, like about a gunship gray, dark or a little bit darker base, and then took my, I don't know where it is now, but my dryer sheet, yeah, it's here somewhere. That's the problem, it's here somewhere. I took my dryer sheet, expanded it a little bit, put it over here, and then sprayed the white. And sometimes I had to go back and spray the white a second time because there was just too much of the dark gray in there. So I thought that would work out pretty good. And then I took a pen, a Sharpie, and did the squared off, you know, I want to say grout lines. I don't know what the proper term is, but anyway, to separate the panels. Okay. Now, in this one, there was a little problem with the this area here didn't quite turn out right, and so what I'm going to do is, what, honey? Okay, it'll be just a minute. Go get my my nabbers. I got little Emmett here with me today, so he's hanging out while we're doing this. So what I thought I'd do is I'd put a little bit of rubble in here on this base. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use some of the cork. Okay, here's the size of the sheet, and you can see I've been using it for other bases. But I took a little straight edge, and I cut down here, and made this strip. And then I'm just cutting about what I feel would be the size of the brick that I want to have. Very simple, very easy. It still has adhesive on the one side if I want, and then just plop it down. So next brick. Right there. And you see that quick, we've made four bricks. Now, obviously for the rubble, I'm going to need some more like little pebbles. And I have those around here somewhere. I just didn't dig them out ahead of time, nor am I going to get them out now, but you kind of get the idea of what I'm doing here with this pile of bricks. Now, for color, a lot of different colors that we could use, but because this is a temple, if you will, I think I'm going to go ahead and there's aged white, which is kind of like wraithbone, or there is this pale sand. I think I'm going to do it in pale sand on this, honestly, just to try it out and see. So I'm going to put down just a little bit. At least try that. What, Emmett? Okay, I'll be right there. And then just paint the cork. Be careful not to get it all over the base. Now keep in mind, if I'm gonna have some pebbles and other rubble here eventually. Like I said, I just wasn't quite prepared to do this at the moment, but I wanted to give you guys a general idea of what my vision was, what I'm thinking here. And I need a little bit of liquid. To finish this off. And there, you guys get the general idea. You know, like I say, I'll put some other little pebbles and other rubble kind of this direction so that it looks like this is just the tip of that. What, honey? Okay, I'm coming. All right, so then what I can do is I can give this a wash with that sludge wash that I use from AK, the enamel wash. Once this is all nice and dry and all the other pebbles and stuff are in there, I'll give it a little bit of a wash. I'll show you guys how this turns out completely with the figure in another episode, but you kind of get the idea of where I'm headed with this. And let's see. Oh, he's been disarmed. How about that? We can put this Templar here. And you kind of get the idea of how that's going to look. So, pretty cool. Anyway, just a quick rundown of where I'm at with my Templars and what I'm doing with them. Like I say, I've got this combat patrol of my own making that I'm putting together, and then we'll crack open the box and get the ones out of there eventually. So that's going to bring the number of Templars up substantially to go along with the what was it, the Crusade Patrol, Crusade Squad that I had a while back and finished. Those guys are right. Here, let me flip this around. Those are the guys right here, the Crusade Squad, at least some of them, including the aspirants. But yeah, by the way, I picked up this guy here because what he does really well is he holds my phone. When I'm working and I need something to hold the phone and get it out of the way, he works out pretty good. Oh yeah, by the way, I've got Danny and Kevin here that I've been working on. Not even close to finished, but at least they're, you know, to that point. So anyway, you guys kind of get an overview of where I am with my Black Templars and the direction I'm headed, the bases I'm using. I had, now, by the way, I have these with some snow on them as well, which I'll probably use. I have some bases I made that are kind of like cobblestones. If I can find one here real quick in my base box that I had used before. Yeah, lots of bases. Of course, I want to find it, and I can't find it. Anyway, I had some that were standing on I want to say a paved road. It's not really a paved road. Well, anyway, I can't find it in there. Why can't I find it? Because I want to show you right now. One of the bases I had thought of using are these skull base. This skull base that came from that, I think it came from the Hero set. Anyway, that might not be too bad for some of them. I don't know. We'll just kind of see. But I do like these. I do like these bases. I think. You know, this guy I've got on the crystal base, which I really do like. So. Man, decisions when it comes to bases. All right, folks. Thank you for joining me today for this thrown together live segment. I have lots and lots of stuff going on with the Warhammer. My other, how can I put it? My kill teams are over inside the house, and we'll cover them probably in 2 weeks because I am still working on them. So thanks for joining us today, and we will see you again very soon. I'm coming, Emmett. I'm coming.